There is one more important part of delivering the small group lessons, and that is how to help the children. Whenever we ask children to produce a part of the story or the whole story by themselves, we have to be ready to help and support them. This is relevant in the team retell and the individual retell versions of Activity 5. Let's say it's a child's turn to tell a part of a story and he or she isn't saying anything or doesn't get it right. We recommend using a two-step prompting strategy to help them. What this means is first we try to help by asking a question. But if that doesn't work, we just tell the child what to say. Young children are often timid to speak, especially when they don't know English very well. For that reason, we make it as easy as possible for them. We don't want them to be frustrated or give up. The first step questions to ask are on the bottom of the page in Activity 5. But they are essentially the same for every lesson, so you shouldn't have to keep looking there. By asking questions before modeling the correct response, we accomplish two things. First, we give children a little help, and if that's enough, that's all we need to give them. We never want to give them more than they need because then they become dependent on the teacher, and the goal is to build independence. The second reason is because we are incidentally also teaching how to understand and answer WH questions about stories. Notice the question about the character is a who question. There are also what and how questions. Over time and experience with the Puente de Cuentos curriculum, children should be able to answer the questions as well as be able to retell the parts of the story without having to hear the model from the teacher. Of course, if the child still cannot retell the part of the story after the teacher has asked the question, the teacher should model what the child should say and make sure the child says it. It's not okay to say it for them. Remember, this is a talking program and the children must retell the story too. You can shorten the sentences for them or break it into parts, but make sure they use the orange word and encourage them to use the longest sentence possible. If a child skips a part of the story, kindly stop them and ask them to tell the part they forgot. It's important that the children retell the story in order. Watch how Mr. Zitting uses the two-step prompting.
We're going to point to the pictures when Sherilyn tells that part of the story, okay? Go ahead, Sherilyn. You can start at the first. Who was the story about? Okay, the story was about Ian. Can you say Ian?
Ian.
Okay, tell me the story. Ian was exploring the beach. Can you say that for me? We're touching character, guys. Say Ian was exploring the beach. Was. Say was. Exploring the beach. Great job, Sherilyn. Are you guys pointing? Good job, Lisette. Good job, Jose. Okay, what's next? And what was the problem?
Problem?
Say the handle on his bucket broke.
Handle broke.
On his bucket? Broke. Good job. Okay.
Who was our character? Do you remember her name? It's Tammy.
Tammy.
Say Tammy was camping.
Tammy was camping and she scratched herself.
Okay, that's good. That's the problem. Did you guys get the problem? She got scratched because what was she doing with the tent? Use that word, drag.
Scratching it.
Oh, with the tent, she was dragging the tent.
Dragging the tent.
Very good. And then got scratched.
Got scratched.
Excellent. Remember, first ask the question, then model.